Welcome to Supervive 101, a series where we will be breaking down everything you need to know about the game Supervive, formerly Project Loki, including the map, hunters, items, mobs, and everything else in between that you may have questions about. First, we'll answer this. What is Supervive? Supervive is a top-down from Theorycraft Games that combines the concepts of MOBAs, such as League and Dota, and puts them into a battle royale, such as Fortnite and Apex, and it adds a touch of platformer games such as Smash Bros. At the time of this filming, Supervive is in early alpha playtesting, and I'll be updating the videos as new patches drop. But for now, here's the basics that you'll need to know so that you can get started right away. If you're looking to play Supervive, all you need is a referral from someone who already has access. Any streamer playing it will have one, and I'll even have a link in the description if you'd like to use that. Don't worry, it's completely free. Theorycraft Games sends out game keys in batches, so be sure to check your email to see if they've sent out more. Supervive currently has 4 game modes. A practice mode where you can test hunters, items, and get a feel for how the game functions. I'd recommend you start here first. Find a hunter that fits your playstyle, get used to the movement, using abilities, and how the gameplay feels. You also have Arena, which is 2 teams battling it out in a 4v4 first to 5 wins. Duos, in which you and one other person drop into the world together versus 19 other teams. And squads, which is the main focus point of the game. When you're queuing up for a game, you'll be asked to pick a hunter. Hunters come in the following categories: fighter, initiator, frontliner, protector, and controller. Don't worry too much about those for now, and just find a hunter that best suits how you'd like to play. Note that each team can only have one of any hunter. Dropping onto the same map will be 9 other teams, for a total of 10, all vying for the same objective, being the last team standing. Do note that they might add more teams in the future, but for now it's 10. Next, you'll be shown a map with a flight path. Whoever is randomly assigned drop leader will get to pick where on the map they would like to drop. The map has different objectives called hot zones on it, such as vaults with better gear and monsters that give you gear or let you break the level cap early. More on this later. It's common practice to pick somewhere with a purple dot on it because those are enemy monsters and you can use them for early levels, which are important. If possible, try picking one close to an objective so you can work your way there. When picking your hunter or looking at the map, you'll often see what's called a storm shift. This is a special event happening on the map, which could do anything from put extra tornadoes all over the map to giving everyone a special item before they even fight anything. Take a look before your matches to see what storm shift you have. Please note, you don't always get one. After you drop in, you'll note the corner that says Day 1 and that there's a level cap of 4 with a little lock next to it. The game functions on a 4-day and 4-night game cycle before it gets into what's referred to as the end game. The initial day lasts for about 5 minutes, and then each day and night after that are about a minute and a half apiece. As the days and nights progress, your character level cap will increase from 4 to 6 to 8. This prevents power leveling and snowballing. However, it's important to note that there are ways to break this level cap and get to level 5 or even 6 or possibly higher on day 1. To do this, you need to obtain what's called uncapped XP, which you get from defeating other players or certain mobs such as ghosts or major monsters. Details of that will come in a later video. As the timer progresses, a storm will begin to close in on the team, stopping at a circle designated on the map. During the first movement, it doesn't do much damage, but as the game progresses, it becomes much more of a threat. You also cannot heal while inside the storm, so the urgency to not stand in it should be high. Movement in the game is done with WASD. You can also crouch with control and jump with spacebar. If you hold down spacebar, your character will begin to glide with a glider. Gliding is faster than running, but it comes with risks. You have limited glider fuel and can fall off the ledge into what's known as the abyss if you don't use care with your glider fuel. As well, if you're hit out of your glider while you're over land, you'll be spiked down and stunned, like in Smash Bros. And if you're hit over the abyss, then your character is instantly knocked. If you're involved in a team fight and your HP hits 0, then you become what's known as a wisp. You can move slowly, and if your teammate stands on you for long enough, then you're revived with minimal HP, but you can rejoin the fight. If an opponent stands on you, then it sends you closer into a knocked state. They can also do what's called an execute to refill their HP and send you straight to knocked. Please note, you can do this right back to them. If your hunter does get knocked, then all hope is not lost. There are several ways your teammates can revive a downed player, such as respawn beacons, holding on to a most wanted crown for 2 minutes, that also tells other players where you are, or they can stand on top of a chest that you dropped when you're knocked, and they can slowly revive you from there. As you play through the match, you'll find different items such as weapons and armor that can power you up. You can hold 2 of those and 1 pair of boots. You also find consumables to be used and powers that can be active or passive that'll help you win in fights. All these to give you the best chance possible for when the final showdown happens. The game is won when all other teams have been eliminated. I'll be making more videos going over specifics of the game such as map biomes, souls, items, and more. If you like this content, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you, have fun in the matches, and as always, just keep vibing.